Hi, my name is Derielle Keiser. I am a graduate of Cypress High School. I have been involved in journalism. I'm a member of the yearbook staff. I have been people editor and then managing editor this year, which is right below the editor-in-chief, so I worked really hand in hand with her this year, working to complete our book. I was also the president of my Key Club my junior year, and this year I worked with the Builders Club, which is the middle school version of Key Club, and so I've done a lot of service with them in the community during the past 4 years being a member of Key Club, which I've really enjoyed. And then I've also been a member of National Charity League, which is a mother-daughter philanthropy service organization, and I've actually been in that since I was in 7th grade. So I've continued with that, and I'm actually technically done with that now, which is a little bittersweet for me, but I've absolutely loved that, and I'm big on serving in the community. That's really where my focus is.
How do you fit everything into your schedule? Your plate is pretty full.
It is, but I love everything that I do, and sometimes it is a little hard to prioritize, but a lot of time management. I am also a night owl, and so I get a lot of my homework and stuff done later in the night. Not too bad, but I do a lot of stuff after school. I spend a lot of early mornings at the school as well. I generally don't leave till like 5 o'clock at night, but you know, I enjoy everything that I do, so I make it work.
1870 on your SAT according
Yes.
to your application. What does it take to be a good student?
Ooh, going back to time management, I think is a lot, because I've taken a lot of AP classes, which is a lot of time management. It can be a lot of work, but if you can manage your time well, I think that's kind of the key. Learning good study habits as well is something, and I know college is a lot different than high school, but I feel like I have a strong foundation in that, and I've had a lot of really great teachers who really care and put time into it. So I think between being able to manage time well and then really focusing and having strong teachers who are so passionate about what they teach has really helped me.
So why did you decide to attend the University of Oklahoma?
Lots of reasons. I am a born and raised Sooner. My whole entire dad's side of the family is from Oklahoma. However, I will actually be the first in my family to attend OU. So we're not really quite sure where the love of Oklahoma came from. So that's really what got me interested at OU at first. But then I started looking into all the programs because I'm interested in becoming a pediatrician, and so I really started looking at all the programs that Oklahoma offers, and especially once I visited, I absolutely fell in love with the campus, the people, everyone and everything is just so nice. I absolutely love it up there. I was up there last Friday registering for my classes, and I fell in love with it all over, and I told my mom, I was like, I don't want to leave. I absolutely love it up there. It's such a fit for me, I think.
So have your friends or maybe family members who aren't a part of the Sooner connection given you a hard time about becoming an Oklahoma Sooner?
A little bit, but I think since I've been a fan my whole entire life, it didn't come for a surprise. For a lot of people, I have a lot of my friends who are Aggies and Longhorns, and so they, of course, give me a hard time about it. But I'm like, hey, I'll meet you in Dallas. We'll see how football game goes down, you know, then we'll talk. So it's going to be a little bit hard going out of state, but I have a roommate who's a good friend of mine, so we're going to stick together. But I'm really excited.
Talk some more about your intended major field of study and where that interest came from.
I'm a biology pre-med major. I'm hoping to become a pediatrician. I absolutely adore working with kids. I love their creativity and their innocence and how they're just in awe of the world around them. And so also the medical stuff really fascinates me, which I just got into in high school, really, because I used to be like, oh, blood needles, no. But I've taken biology classes and some health classes that really got me interested in that. And so I think I'm able to combine my love of service along with my love of working with kids. And so it's just a really good fit for me. And I'm like, oh, I want to be a pediatrician. People are like, oh, that fits you. Like, I guess people can see me doing that, which is nice to hear versus them being like, oh, that's what you want to do. Okay. And I know it'll be a lot of work, but I think it'll be worth it in the end.
What are you looking forward to most about being in Norman outside of the classroom?
Outside of the classroom, football games, like hands down. I am such a football fanatic. My dad and I both are. He's definitely passed that down to me. So we spend every Saturday watching all of the games. So the fact that I actually get to be there in the stands, in the stadium, makes me really, really excited because I've been to 2 OU games ever. One was the OU-OSU game in 2008. And then I went to the Baylor-OU game this past year, which wasn't quite as fun because it was at Baylor, so not quite as fun, but I love it. I'm so excited. Possibly one of the things I'm most excited about.
What do you think will be your biggest challenge as far as adjusting to attending college out of state?
I think the drive probably will be the biggest thing because it's about 7.5, 8 hours. I think that'll be a little bit of a difficulty getting used to, but I've heard it, once you get used to it, it's not as bad. So being far away will be kind of difficult. And I also think just adjusting to the rigor of college classes, I think I'll be prepared for it with all the AP classes that I've taken, but you never really know until you're there. So I think that'll be a little bit hard to get used to, but that's something that everyone has to deal with as well.
Finally, prospective Houston Sooners, which you are now one of us, who see this, high school students who may be considering the University of Oklahoma, what would you tell them on why they too should become a Sooner?
Do your research, I think, and really look into the university, because I, of course, wanted to go there because of my family, but looking at the facts, looking at, I don't know if testimonies would be the right word, but people who talk about the University of Oklahoma who are students there, and they talk about how much they love it there, and I think visiting the campus, too, is what sealed the deal for me, actually being on campus and being there. So if you're able to get up to the campus, I think that's a really big factor in determining whether or not it really is a fit for you. But I think there's such a wide variety of programs that are all so strong that I think everyone could fit in there if they wanted to.
Well, congratulations on being one of our
Thank you
scholarship
very much.
finalists. And
Thank you.
welcome to the Sooner family.
Thank you. I'm excited to be up there.